Hi guys. My recent interview and engagement with some set of people actually made me come up with this video, and that is to educate some of our youths or anybody out there on the essence of being a computer literate. Is very, very important. Literacy has always been has always been very important for success in school, work, and life in general. And unless our society undergoes drastic change, it will always be important. However, being literacy in the 21st century isn't just about being able to read and write fluently. As essential as that is, many have argued that computer literacy is just as important in our modern world. You have just finished from school, you could write very well, you came out with good grades, but if you are not computer literate, then you still need to go the extra mile. Well, some might say no, that they disagree with me, but well, with a few points I will be mentioning very soon, maybe you agree or you don't agree, we'll get to know. Just looking back a few decades ago, computer was mostly relegated to a handful of professionals. Only those that have very good idea could actually, benefit from the usage. Not many people own their own computer, and most computers were used as a tools on the job. These days, there are at least one computer in every household. And some household has more than one, like I said, and most people have active account on Facebook, Twitter, or at least an email address. Computers are very important in today's society, so it stands to reason that more importance has been placed on computer literacy. There are many clear advantages to being computer literate in the 21st century. Here I'll basically talk about just 5 out of such many advantages. I'm sure that should cover what I'm actually looking at focusing on in this short video. Now, number 1 is talking about more job opportunities. Entering the workforce and getting a job for many people once involve finding work in fields like construction, manufacturing, oil and gas. While this industry haven't disappeared entirely, it is nearly as easy to find work in them, nor are these jobs considered as valuable as they once were. For many people, it is easy to find an office job that involve the use of computer. Naturally, being able to use a computer will put you at a distinct advantage when you apply for this kind of position. It's not just applying to be an engineer or this, but the fact that you know how to use computer gives you an edge. Not only can computer literacy make you more desirable to your employers for your office job, it may allow you to find way to work from home if you have a reliable internet connection. So many people that were not computer literate during the pandemic, they know what it really means. It really meant to be computer literate. Not only can there's enormous when it comes to your job, computer literacy cannot be brushed aside. The second one I want to look at is better communication. A significant part of communication in the 21st century is done remotely over computer network. Email is more convenient, than traditional mail in many ways. The traditional mail, means you write your letter, you put it in post office, send it, and all. Email is more convenient than the traditional way, and people who might otherwise never be able to speak to each other regularly exchange messages, even though they may be on the opposite side of the world. Whether you are keeping in touch with old friends or email your resume to employers, communication via the internet is vital in the modern age. The third one I want to talk about is the news media. For many young people, computers are replacing television as the go-to source of entertainment. Teenagers are arguably more likely to watch videos on YouTube than flip through TV channels. And services such as Netflix and Hulu allow people to watch TV shows and movies anytime they want, as long as they have reliable internet connection on their phone, on their laptop, in their car, on the go when they are traveling and all. So in many ways, computer and the internet represent the future of entertainment. And those who don't take the time to become computer literate may be left behind. In fact, not that they are already being left behind. So the number 4 I want to look at is having an up-to-date news. You know, for a long time now, I've not been a fan of sitting and watching TV, but I'm up to date. I know what is going on out there, principally because I am a literate, and I have all the necessary gadgets, all the tools that I need to get all this up-to-date news. Although there are still plenty of people who read them, you know, newspapers and quickly become relics of the past. People are now choosing to read the news online, and these sites can be updated instantly as story develop. For example, now take a look at Twitter. Twitter, for example, the moment a news break from all around the world, it's drop on the Twitter, and so many people, you know, engage such news. And you know, being computer literate enough to access this site means being able to better keep up with current events. You know, being literate give you access to access most of all these sites without any technicality. But if you are not, then it might be a problem accessing most of all these news sites or getting up-to-date information news. Or you want to go for an interview in a company, you know, you want to know about the company itself before you even get there. So just go online, search for their website, you get an up-to-date news information about about such a company, so that it will help you in your interview. The last one I want to basically look at is being prepared for the future. You know, being computer literate helps you prepare for the future. Computer technology is advancing faster than ever before, and it's very easy to be left behind if you don't take the time to become at least, you know, semi-literate. When it comes to computer, the communication technology you use now will most likely be very different from what you will be using in the next 5 years. I think around 2010, I was discussing with my around 2000 no, not 2010, I think around 2006. I was discussing with some of my students that yes, I tell you, because then the kind of phone we are using then were just all this. We usually call them mind me if you are not a Yoruba speaking person. All those Motorola phone that we are having then, and at a point around that period they came up with a blue screen Samsung. So I told them that with the rate at which this phone are being developed, I tell you that in the next 5 years that we'll be watching video on the phone, we'll be, you know, going watching TV and all. And I think 2 years after then, or 3 years, I tell you, we start watching video on the phone and all. It was as if I saw the future, not because it's already happening, but I know that with the rate at which technology is going, definitely it will happen. And it happened. You know, the communication technology you see now will likely be very different. In the next 10 years, something new will come up, and, you know, new things will keep emerging and all. You know, the future is not where we are right now. You know, it keeps growing, but it will still provide you with a solid foundation of computer literacy that will serve you for years to come. You know, having a solid foundation will basically serve you for years to come, and it is very, very essential. I want to make this a bonus. You know, aside from all those physical, all those obvious reasons why you should be computer literate, another part of it is it makes you self-dependent. When you are computer literate, there's no job you can't actually do. You know, you can actually do an online business, you can, you know, get yourself involved, and you are more confident around computer, such that you can, you know, help those that are not confident around computer to get things done easily and all. And you could, you know, be at the comfort of your home, get jobs remotely, and, you know, get people involved, you know, help those that couldn't, you know, get things done on their own on the system, maybe for online registration, and you charge people for it. The benefit is enormous, and you cannot just be left out. You need to get yourself involved. No matter how old you are not too old to be literate. I'm not saying this because I am a literate person, but the world is going to, get to a level where if you are not computer literate, you might be wondering, you might not really be able to fit in as time goes on. So it is very good. Pick up a program. You can go on YouTube, search for computer usage, or register yourself in a training school. Let them put you through, even if it's for the basis. You might not really go for the professional one, but for the basis, how to make use of Microsoft Word, Excel, and some using the internet and all. So I think that is just what I want to pass out across to you. I hope this will spur you to to get something done.